New fear unlocked. Oh my gosh. You know, when you used to get games back in the day, especially when you downloaded them off the internet, you would always be required to like do a virus scanner, right? Because you never know that things could get infected with some kind of a virus or some kind of a Trojan or something like that. Especially if you pirated games. Those of you who pirated games, I'm looking at you, know what I'm talking about because a lot of these pirated games can contain malware. So Steam was like the safe havens, like everything on Steam. Oh, if it's approved, it's fine. We don't have to worry about viruses. Until today, yeah, this game called BlockBlasters was apparently approved on Steam, and it had malware inside of it, and it stole over $150,000 from hundreds of players. Valve has since pulled the game, of course. Oh man, Twitch streamer. This is a Twitch streamer who got caught in the crossfire. Rostaland TV said on September 30th that over $32,000 worth of cryptocurrency, which had been donated to him to help pay for cancer treatments, was stolen after he installed this Steam game called BlockBlasters when someone in his stream chat recommended it to him. It debuted on Steam in July and was malware free until an August 30th update that, according to independent Steam DB tracker of all things Steam, added the crypto and credential stealing malware. This means that the game was actively used to deliver malware for nearly a month before this hack. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane because, like I said, Steam is a safe place. That's where you get games and you don't have to worry about any kind of shenanigans or malware. This got through. This was an update now. This wasn't the initial approval. This was an update that got pushed through Steam. So I imagine Steam is going to be, the guys over at Valve and Steam are going to be reviewing their internal policies and procedures to make sure this doesn't happen again. Because now everybody's got their ears like perked up going, okay, what else is infected? You know, I noticed my CPU was up. I noticed my RAM was gone. What else is infected? So this got me thinking maybe I should do a full. Well, I just reinstalled not too long ago, but still, maybe I should do a full scan. And we talk about like these things as what ifs. A lot of times we talk about these situations as what ifs. What if your game gets infected? And when the notion of kernel level anti cheat came out, this came up. Like, what if malware gets into the game? What if malware gets on your system? They can hook into that kernel level anti cheat and do anything to your system. Literally anything. At kernel level, you can do just about anything. So this re-raises that concern because people are like, oh, that's never going to happen. Yeah, just don't do this and don't do that and be careful what you click and you won't get infected. Unless you get an update from a game you already own that's infected with malware. So this is not good. This is not good at all. This is very, very bad. Oh, man. Oh, man, this is very bad. Some of the discussion around this incident has focused on the claim that BlockBlasters was marked as verified on Steam. To our knowledge, the only verified label applied to games was their compatibility with Steam Deck, which simply means that Valve has confirmed the title will run on the handheld. It doesn't necessarily imply that Valve has assessed the game's content. Here I was thinking that to get your game put on Steam, that it had to be scanned, that it had to be vetted. It had to be at least looked at to where it doesn't do this kind of stuff. That's the minimum. I mean, that's just an assumption of anybody that sells any kind of digital anything. It could be a download for I don't know, a widget for your Windows computer. Somebody had to scan that to make sure it wasn't infected. Says, but that in no way negates the fact that Steam, a platform that millions of gamers have come to trust over several decades of operation, delivered malware. That's true. Used to steal hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cryptocurrency for nearly a month. It took a high-profile live stream incident for something to be done about this operation, and that's a great point. It's an actual great point. This would have kept going if this guy wouldn't have said anything. If this guy wouldn't have caught this would have kept on going. Rostaland TV. So sad to hear this because this guy was getting this for his cancer treatments, and It was stolen from him. I don't know if they're going to be able to recover it because this kind of stuff is hard to track down. Number one, and number two, um, there's just so many questions. I'm not even going to say number two. That's just so many questions because number one, did the game developer know about it? And if he didn't, how did he get infected? And if he did, what is Steam going to do about it? What is Valve going to do about it? What is anybody going to do about it? Because this is a weird situation. I can't remember anything ever happening like this on a digital games marketplace in recent years. Way in the past, it was a thing. Things would slip through every now and then. But this is wild. Check this out. This is over on Tom's Hardware. They got the details about this story. This game, BlockBlasters, got completely infected with malware and ended up stealing over 150 grand worth of stuff. It's wild.